Hey, good evening everyone, this is Jenny, and thank you so much for joining my channel. Welcome back, and welcome if you're new. And if this message does help you, please like, subscribe, and share with friends and family. I would really appreciate it. So tonight we're doing a oracle pull for love. It's Wednesday evening, and I tend to do my love oracles on Wednesday. So here we go. Let's get started. First card out we have is Archangel Michael. And the card says protection, prevented from harm, divine intervention. So right off the get, what I'm picking up is whatever this is, whatever relationship that you are working through right now is a high-level soulmate, a high-level soul contract, possibly a counterpart, which is also known as twin flame. It's high level. So this relationship, this energetic exchange, this bond is being very, very much highly protected at the moment. Whether you are in the relationship right now with someone or you're going through separation, both you and your other person are being watched over, are being guided. You are getting messages daily to pay attention to. You are being guided in a way to help you heal and grow, so that way you and your partner, your counterpart, your soulmate can come together again if you're not currently, and come together and be as one. That's the plan. And if you are together, you're being helped through this process together as a couple to work through and fine-tune those areas that you're currently struggling with. Now the next card out would be Divine Feminine. So to the feminines listening, if you connect to this, if you resonate with being the Divine Feminine, you have come fully into your essence as a Divine Feminine right now. You are finally settling into your intuition. You are learning how to listen into your inner voice. You are allowing yourself to be guided by the signs of the universe, by your spirit guides, your ancestors, the angels. You are becoming more soft. You're letting your guard down. You're finally becoming who you are meant to be, your full, beautiful, divine self. And you are learning how to relax and not have to be so tough and put on that tough exterior, that shell, that armor. You're not being defensive. You're now finally relaxing into it. We have next up ashamed, guilt, embarrassed, in the wrong. So while you are coming into your Divine Feminine, your counterpart was coming into realizations of how they may have mistreated you, they have misjudged you, how they may have done things to you in retaliation for something or many things that maybe you never even did. And a lot of this stems from communication. I'm gathering that there's been a huge gap in communication, your ability to express yourselves to one another fully and be able to talk through some standing issues that you've had with one another wholeheartedly and openly, because of so much pain and hurt that both of you have come through to this point. You come into conversations very guarded and on the defense. So if one would say to the other, I'm feeling a certain way about this, the other would automatically just be prepared for a fight or be prepared for an attack. And they're realizing now, by your actions and the way that you're moving and the way that you're talking, that you're not that person anymore. You have grown so much, and they have held you kind of in a past persona they have been looking at you as this past person and coming at you or treating you in such a way like how you would used to respond or act in certain situations, that now they're feeling ashamed of themselves, partially for the way that they've treated you, and partially for the fact that while you were growing, they were oblivious. They were staying stagnant. They were not working on themselves as much as you have. So now they have catch up to do. They realize that they're behind the curve. They have to catch up to where you are. And I know I've mentioned this before in a past reading that, you know, I do feel, this is my opinion, that the divine masculines are running about 6 months or so behind schedule with the divine feminines. And that's not all divine masculines. I'm sure there's divine masculines out there that may be ahead of the game or on the flip-flop side of the coin with their counterpart. But for the most part, I've noticed a lot of the men are kind of tailing behind and the women are taking the lead right now as far as growth and coming into their healing journeys. So we have next, effed up over you. This has got them in their feelings. They are completely in thought about how to make things right, how to get on track, how to catch up to where you are. What do they need to do next? And a lot of them are looking for guidance from you. Whether they're in your life or not, some of them might be reaching out to talk to you, or they're trying to find a way to reach out to talk to you. But most of them are looking for you to take the lead and to gently show them the way into breaking down those walls, those barriers, and to stepping into their full divine selves. You know, a lot of them have huge goals in life and huge plans for themselves. And for the first time ever, they're starting to feel empowered and seen and loved because of you. Now that you're walking in your full beauty and divine self and you're walking in love, they feel that, and it feels absolutely great. But on the other hand, we have the next card, love-hate. It's hard for them. They have this tug of war going on right now in their soul because they love you and they love the way you make them feel and they love the way that you're stirring these emotions up inside their hearts. But on the other hand, they hate the fact that things have to change. This is scary. Like, they have to put in the work. They have to change in a sense that they're stepping outside of what they're used to and they are questioning what people are going to think, or they're going to judge me. Maybe my friend group isn't going to think that I'm manly enough anymore. Maybe they're going to think that I'm putting them aside and putting all my energy into this beautiful counterpart of mine. But that is also leading into the next card. Cycles are closing. Now, for some of you, this may mean cycles could be closing for you and your counterparts outside external energies that are causing distractions within this relationship. And then for some of you, this also means that you guys might be coming to the end of this cycle as far as your journey comes, as far as a twin flame journey. So if you're familiar with twin flame journeys, a lot of the journey starts with coming together, you know, having intense passion, emotion. It stirs something up. It opens you up intuitively, spiritually. It breaks down walls. And then there's that separation where you go and you work on yourselves and you grow, and then you come back together, and then you separate and you work on yourselves. Sometimes you can go through many of these cycles. Some people, maybe just one. It really depends on your situation, and you know you and your person the best, and you can figure out what fits for you in this reading. So it's either they're coming through and closing out cycles with external energies, as are you. Not saying that you're cutting them off, but you're ending toxic cycles that you've held on to. And you're starting to grow into your partnership fully. or it means it's time to close the doors on this cycle again with this counterpart. So the last card out we have is, I want to hold you. I miss you so much. So for those of you that are currently going back into the cycle of separation, this is the time to put the work in. This is the time to focus on yourself, because the more you focus on you and the more you work on yourself and get yourself on your path, get yourself that job you wanted, get yourself stability, get yourself, the home that you're trying to secure, focusing on your health and wellness and your happiness and your friend groups and staying out of toxic situations. The more you work on that, the more your counterpart will be working on that. It's like a yin and a yang. Both of you will be co-working on these things at the same time. And the more growth that happens, the quicker, the smoother, and the more likely the transition will be back into union with one another. So that is your message I have for you this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you guys on the next read. Have a beautiful night. Bye-bye.